Peter Hickman, born Peter John Hickman on April 8, 1987, in Burton-upon-Trent, England, is a celebrated professional motorcycle racer and business owner, renowned for his dominance at the Isle of Man TT, where he holds the outright lap record. On May 30, 2025, Hickman made headlines when he crashed during a qualifying session at the Isle of Man TT, an incident that saw him airlifted to Noble's Hospital but reported as conscious and stable. This biography explores his journey from a motorsport-loving youth to a 14-time TT winner, his resilience following the 2025 crash, and the lifestyle that defines him as one of road racing's most formidable talents. Known for his raw speed, consistency, and business acumen, Hickman's career spans the British Superbike Championship, BSB, international road races, and team ownership, making him a multifaceted figure in motorsport. Hickman's early life was steeped in motorsport, influenced by his father, Dave Hickman, a Manx Grand Prix winner who competed in 2 Isle of Man TTs. Born in Burton-upon-Trent, Staffordshire, Peter grew up in a family where racing was a way of life. His father's achievements on the Isle of Man ignited a passion for two-wheeled competition, though Peter's path to professional racing was not immediate. Little is documented about his childhood beyond his motorsport roots, but his upbringing in a working-class English town likely instilled the grit and determination that define his racing style. He developed an early affinity for motorcycles, spending his youth immersed in the culture of speed and precision. Rather than pursuing formal education beyond secondary school, Hickman focused on racing, honing his skills on local circuits and dreaming of the world's most challenging road races. His father's legacy provided both inspiration and a tangible connection to the Isle of Man, where Peter would later make history. Hickman's professional racing career began in the early 2000s, but it was his debut at the Isle of Man TT in 2014 that marked his arrival on the global stage. Entering as a newcomer, he set a record as the fastest ever debutant, achieving a lap speed of 129.104 miles per hour, a mark later surpassed by Glenn Irwin in 2022. His preparation was meticulous, involving 70 laps of the 37.73-mile mountain course in a hire car and studying videos to memorize its 200-plus corners. This discipline paid off, as he clinched his first TT victory in 2018 during the Superstock race, breaking Ian Hutchinson's lap record twice and finishing ahead of Michael Dunlop and Dean Harrison. That year, he also won the Senior TT, setting a new lap record of 135.452 miles per hour, a testament to his ability to harness the power of his BMW Superbike. His physical stature, often a disadvantage in the tighter confines of BSB racing, proved an asset on the TT's demanding course, allowing him to manhandle the bike with precision. By 2025, Hickman had amassed 14 TT victories, placing him 6th on the all-time winners list, a feat matched only by legends like Philip McCallan, Michael Dunlop, and Ian Hutchinson, who achieved 5 wins in a single week in 2010. Hickman's career extends beyond the Isle of Man. He has competed in the British Superbike Championship since 2014, achieving a career-best 4th place in 2017 and consistently finishing in the top ranks, including 6th in 2019, 5th in 2021, 9th in 2022, and 12th in 2023. His first BSB win came at Cadwell Park in 2014 with RAF Reserve's Honda, and he later joined FHO Racing, formed from elements of his former team, Smith's Racing, which closed in 2020. In 2025, he raced for 8TEN Racing, a team he co-owns, alongside teammate Davey Todd in the 1000cc classes, and PHR Racing, which he also heads, for other solo races. His international road racing resume is equally impressive, with wins at the Ulster Grand Prix in 2015 and 3 Macau Grand Prix titles, 2015, 2016, 2018. A controversial 2019 Macau race saw him leading when red flags halted proceedings, with Michael Rutter declared the winner, but Hickman's dominance in the event underscored his prowess on street circuits. The 2025 season began with challenges for Hickman. The collapse of FHO Racing left him and Todd briefly without a ride, but they quickly formed 8TEN Racing, showcasing Hickman's entrepreneurial spirit. He tested his BMW M1000RR in Spain at Almeria, Andalusia, and Valencia, posting hair-raising footage on social media and expressing confidence in his preparation. At the Daytona 200 in March 2025, Hickman delivered a strong performance, setting the stage for a competitive season. However, the Alton Park BSB round in April was marred by delays in building his superbike, which he rode for the first time just 30 minutes before the first session. Despite finishing 13th and 16th in the races, he remained optimistic, a mindset tested further at the Northwest 200 in May. There, controversy arose when Michael Dunlop overtook Todd in the Superbike race after running through a chicane without stopping, prompting Hickman to declare the 2025 event, probably my last, due to perceived unfair rule enforcement. He retired from the final race due to a technical issue, highlighting the frustrations of the season. The Isle of Man TT in 2025 was poised to be a defining moment for Hickman, who entered as a favorite alongside Todd and Dunlop. He posted the second fastest times in Superbike, 131.326 miles per hour, and Superstock, 132.29 miles per hour, qualifying, trailing only Todd and Dean Harrison, respectively. In Supersport, he was third fastest on his Triumph, showing versatility across classes. However, on May 30th, during a joint Superbike, Superstock, Supersport qualifying session, Hickman crashed at Kerrowmore on his Superstock BMW, just 10 minutes into the session. The incident, which occurred at 6:40 p.m., triggered a red flag, and Hickman was airlifted to Nobles Hospital. Race organizers reported him as conscious and stable, with further assessments pending. The crash, eerily similar to his 2024 Senior TT incident at Ginger Hall where he escaped unhurt, raised concerns among fans and the motorsport community, especially given reports of his BMW emitting smoke and having a loose fairing during the session. Rain cancelled the remainder of qualifying, leaving his condition and participation in the upcoming races uncertain. Hickman's resilience in the face of such incidents is a hallmark of his career. In 2024, he crashed while leading the Senior TT but walked away, humorously noted by his team as being in the pub. His ability to move on after tragedy, as he explained to the BBC following the deaths of Owen Jenner and Shane Richardson at Alton Park in 2025, reflects the unique mindset of road races. "It's something we already accept as a risk before we enter," he said, acknowledging the sport's dangers while emphasizing the community's mutual respect. This perspective was tested again with the injury of his PHR Performance teammate Pierre-Yves Bihan at the Northwest 200, where a fiery crash left Bihan with suspected vertebral damage. Hickman's leadership as team owner shone through as he provided updates and rallied support, underscoring his role as a mentor in the sport. Beyond racing, Hickman's lifestyle in 2025 reflects a blend of high adrenaline competition and calculated business ventures. As co-owner of 8TEN Racing and PHR Performance, he manages teams while competing, a dual role that demands strategic thinking. His social media presence, including posts about testing in Spain and team updates, keeps fans engaged, showcasing his tech-savvy side. Based in Lincolnshire, Hickman lives a relatively private life, with little public information about his family or personal relationships. His father's influence remains a touchstone, and his decision to drive 70 laps of the TT course in preparation for his debut suggests a methodical approach to both racing and life. Unlike many racers, Hickman avoids the trappings of fame, focusing on performance and team building. His physical training, critical for the TT's grueling demands, includes rigorous fitness regimens to maintain the strength needed to control a superbike at speeds exceeding 136 miles per hour. Hickman's entrepreneurial ventures extend to preparing racing machines, a business he started after Smith's Racing closed. His team's successes, including PHR Performance, S 2024 Sportbike title with Richard Cooper, highlight his ability to translate racing expertise into management. In 2025, he signed Harrison Desoy to replace Cooper, who transitioned to team manager, demonstrating Hickman's forward-thinking approach. His comments about improving his bike's performance, as shared with Manx Radio before the 2025 TT crash, reveal a perfectionist streak. He noted dissatisfaction with his superstock machine compared to his superbike, a detail that may have foreshadowed the mechanical issues reported during his crash. The 2025 crash at Kerrowmore was a stark reminder of road racing's risks, yet Hickman's history suggests he'll approach recovery with the same determination that has defined his career. His 14 TT wins, including 4 in both 2022 and 2023, place him among the sport's elite, and his 136.358 miles per hour lap record from 2023 remains unmatched. Fans on X expressed concern and support, with posts like Peter Hickman, conscious, after Isle of Man TT crash, reflecting the community's anxiety and hope for his recovery. His rivalry with Michael Dunlop and Davey Todd, intensified by the 2025 season's competitive field, adds intrigue to his potential return. Dunlop's 29 TT wins and Todd's 2024 senior TT victory set a high bar, but Hickman's consistency and speed make him a perennial contender. In 2025, Hickman's lifestyle balances the thrill of racing with the responsibilities of team ownership and personal discipline. His move to 8TEN racing after FHO's collapse, his testing in Spain, and his candid reflections on controversies like the Northwest 200 demonstrate a racer who is both competitor and strategist. The Isle of Man TT crash, while a setback, is unlikely to deter him, given his history of bouncing back from incidents like the 2024 senior TT crash. His legacy, built on record-breaking laps, multiple victories, and a commitment to the sport, continues to inspire. As he recovers, fans and peers alike are called to share his story, celebrating a racer who embodies the spirit of road racing's daring and resilience.